your grave.
Rise from your grave and get ready for Altered Beast. Altered Beast is a side-scrolling beat-em-up platformer that initially came to arcades in '88, but I know this title better from the Sega Genesis port. In 2009, I happily downloaded Altered Beast from the Xbox Live Marketplace for the ultra-cheap price of $5. You play as a centurion who's risen from the dead to do Zeus's bidding, which happens to be saving his babely daughter Athena, who's been captured by an underworld god. I love how ridiculously unbalanced this game is. Prior to unleashing the beast, you're incredibly weak, but dressed quite savvily in an outfit He-Man would have proudly worn. When human, you just have basic punching attacks that progressively get longer ranged as you steal power-ups from white flashing wolves you low punch to death. After collecting 3 power-ups, you become a basically unstoppable beast with wildly overpowered long-range primary and secondary attacks. I learned today that the power-ups are called Spirit Balls, which is funny and disturbing. I think that's a good tagline for Altered Beast. Funny and disturbing. You know, now that I think about it, constantly being beaten up by massive amounts of enemies is balanced by totally destroying everything in your path after some diligent Spirit Ball collecting. There are 5 stages, each of which allows you to morph into another crazy creature. I remember the first time I played this game, I was wildly curious what I would turn into, and the second level featuring the flying dragon had me jumping up and down. I tend to do that when I like a game. So even though this game starts and ends as an incredibly difficult title, there manages to be some sort of ramping up from impossible to the most impossible. More characters appear, you encounter pits to fall into, and strategies for bosses have to evolve. This game was unforgiving when I was younger, and it's no different now. I feel cheap utilizing the unlimited continues in the Xbox Live Arcade version, but I will finally beat this game, god. I learned a lot playing the 360 version, like what the last boss looks like, since I never made it past the 3rd stage despite my best efforts. Altered Beast is the poster child for games that make you rage quit. I attribute my first broken controller to this tough title. Do you know how hard it is to break a Genesis controller? When I really examine Altered Beast, I don't get why I like it. Maybe it's because of how unintentionally hilarious the game is. There are a few moments where my character dies because I'm too busy laughing, like when you turn into a bear and dance across the screen, or the purple unicorn men. Seriously, people, I can't even make this stuff up. Altered Beast isn't anything special, no revolutionary gameplay elements were introduced, but it is an important piece of gaming history. In my opinion, it ranks up as one of the most difficult games I've played to date, trumped only by Battletoads. If you could beat this game on an original system with limited continues, you were a god. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this game is fun, but maybe only for the people who were around for the initial release. Not to say that there's some elevated concept you aren't getting, but if the only version of Altered Beast you've ever played has been one with unlimited continues, you might not fully understand why this title is so epic. I, for one, appreciate this game for exactly what it is. Punishing.
Welcome to your doom.